What is up, everyone? Today we are talking about pea protein, and specifically we're going to be comparing two protein types. You have naked pea going up against pea protein from Carlyle. So first of all, why are we talking about pea protein? What's the big deal here? Well, I know there's been a lot of talk about different vegetarian options for protein, and you might want to go with that for a number of reasons. It's cruelty free, you don't have to deal with the same level of carbon emissions, but also in terms of your own digestion. Pea protein won't give you issues with lactose. It's also a little easier on your gut just in general. So you might think, okay, it's pea protein. We might not be getting the same quality of protein that we're getting from whey protein. Actually, in clinical studies, we show that there's no significant difference between pea protein and whey protein when it comes to building muscle. Also, pea protein has all the essential branch chain amino acids, so you'll be able to build muscle just as well with pea protein as you will with whey protein. But let's just take a look at these two proteins before we actually compare them head to head. You've got your naked pea protein, which is listed from the Naked Nutrition store. They also make a naked whey variety, but as you notice, the naked whey is significantly more expensive. Like the naked whey is $1.12 per ounce, whereas your naked pea is only around 69 cents an ounce, so it's much cheaper. And then you have your Carlyle Pea Protein as well, which is listed around 34 cents an ounce. So there's a significant difference there. And in general, guys, I know we mentioned health and the environment and sort of different reasons like that for why you might want to go with pea protein. If you're looking specifically at these two pea protein varieties, they are significantly less expensive than most of your big name whey protein varieties as well. So that's something to keep in mind. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys what these two look like before we actually compare them head to head. Okay, here we are in Mikasa, and we're talking about these two proteins head to head. Let's start off talking about what we all really care about, which is the nutritional information, right? Because we're eating this stuff to be healthy, right, guys? So first off, we'll look at the main calorie counts here. You've got 140 against 160, not a big difference there. As far as BCAAs, as far as branch chain amino acids, you've got about 5.4 grams of BCAAs in our Carlyle, about 5.6 grams in our naked whey. And the calories aren't that big of a difference. Sodium's about the same. The only major difference here is in ingredients. So the Carlyle here has only one ingredient, which is just pea protein isolate. Your naked pea, however, has a few more ingredients there. You've got your pea protein, sugar, natural vanilla flavor, and that is really the main difference between these two, okay? This one has some natural flavoring involved. This one is an unflavored pea protein isolate. And that's where you're gonna get your major differences here. And that's why they're gonna taste different, and the texture of these two proteins are gonna be different. So with that, let's go ahead and pop the lids and let's take a look inside both of them. Okay, so here's a peek inside here. Here's your naked pea, and here's just your pea protein isolate from Carlyle. As you can see, the naked pea maybe looks a little tastier because it is, guys. And your pea protein isolate from Carlyle is just, sort of ground up peas. Because remember, it's just pea protein isolate. And your scoopers are different as well. So this is your naked pea scooper here, and this is the Carlyle Pea Protein isolate here. So you're going to need about 1 scoop for a full serving of about 29 grams of protein, but you're going to need 2 scoops for about a 25 gram serving of your naked pea. So that's something else to consider. 2 scoops in naked pea, 1 scoop in the regular pea protein. And there is a little bit more protein. Remember, you get 29 grams here versus only 25 grams in your naked pea over here. So last but very far from least, let's talk about our mixing and our taste. So this is what it's going to be like to actually consume these two pea proteins. As you can see, this one here, it looks kind of tasty, right? It looks pretty appetizing. It's a vanilla flavor. This one here is completely unflavored, which is why it looks sort of brown and clumpy. This guy is meant to be mixed in with other things. This pea protein, the Carlyle pea protein, if you eat this thing by itself, it's not going to be very appetizing, I'm going to tell you. But this guy mixes in pretty well with oatmeal as well as savory dishes like pasta. I got some of it on my hand there. It's able to mix in with different stuff, whereas this pea protein here is vanilla flavored, guys. That means it can really only go well with your smoothies, your almond milk, things like that. This guy can mix in with just about anything. It doesn't taste as well by itself. If you're going to eat these two pea proteins by themselves, I would definitely say go with your Naked Pea here. But if you're going to mix them, then I think you have to give the edge to the pea protein, the Carlyle unflavored pea protein powder, because it can mix in with so many different things, whereas the Naked Pea really can't. You have to mix it in with something that tastes okay with vanilla. And guys, even though it's vanilla flavored, it's still not super tasty. I mean, this stuff is fun, but I just have to be honest. The vanilla here is a mild vanilla. It's not quite like what you'll be getting from whey. So, people don't like the taste of peas as much. So if you're willing to just kind of suck it up and not worry about the flavor too much, I think it's an easy win for pea protein. But if you want to have a little bit of a tastier drink that you can either consume by itself or you can mix in with smoothies, Naked Pea. So really, this guy here is half as expensive as this one. So I made this video because I wanted to show people that even though there's a major difference in price point here, Carlyle is a perfectly serviceable pea protein if you're willing to mix it in with other stuff and if you're okay with just not eating it by itself. If you're going to eat something by itself, Naked Pea. One final note, everyone. The container that Naked Pea Protein ships in is significantly larger than the container that the Carlyle Pea Protein ships in. And it's got less product in it. So come on, Naked Pea. Like, you think that we're getting more product because you're shipping us a big empty container. And if you keep these things high up, like above your fridge like I do, it will fall on your head and that will hurt. So stop thinking we're stupid, Naked Pea. Stop shipping in these needlessly huge containers. You're just wasting plastic. So that's it, guys. Enjoy your pea protein. And let's be honest, you can't really go wrong either way.